Hi, I'm Dorothy Godin, broker at 3 Max Crown here in Sudbury, and welcome to Thursday Thoughts. Last week we talked about how we determine price range and where to list your property. And um, now that you have the price range as a seller, you have to decide what pricing strategy are you going to implement. And basically, we have three. One is you overprice and go beyond what your realtor thinks you should be listed at. The other is to go right at market value within that range that the realtor had suggested, and the other is to go under the market value. Now, each strategy is different, and of course, as everything, there's some pros and there's some cons. So the pricing strategy of overpricing to me is something that you probably should never do. When people say to me, I give them a range of, let's say, 490 to 500, and they want to list at, 570, and their theory is, I just need that one buyer, and we can always, adjust the price after the fact. You're limiting your market for sure. Buyers right now are super savvy and they have all the information that you have as a seller. So when they see a property that's generally worth around 500 and it's listed at 570, you are not going to get the traffic that you want. And I would say if this is your strategy, we have to set up the expectation that if you don't get any action in that first week, week and a half, which is where most of your activity comes in that first week, week and a half, if you don't get any activity, then you have to align your price with the market a little better. So it's a strategy certainly that I don't like to use, and I have walked away from listings because sellers just have unrealistic expectations of the market. The other option is to list it at the fair market value. So we're saying that the house is worth, four 410 to 500. You might go like 505. You might go right at 500 or 499. Your pricing was in that range, and that will certainly get you more activity than the overpricing, and you have a better chance it'll sell a little bit faster for sure. The third option is pricing just below the market value, and I'm not talking about really really crazy low. It's worth 500 and you're going to list it at 350. That's insane, because you're going to have people who are looking at that property who cannot afford to pay what it's truly worth. I'm talking about, if we think it's worth, 490 to 500, maybe you go 485, maybe 480, just under market value. And the hope there is that you have enough traction and enough excitement that you get multiple offers. And this is certainly what has been happening in the under 600 market in Sudbury. It does come with some risk because in that first week, sorry, in that first week, if you don't get any traction at all, now you're stuck at a price where it's actually worth more. So for me, the best option is to go as closely to your fair market value or just slightly under, not too far under. What we want to do is make it attractive enough so that in that first week you get lots of activity, and then as always, you got to check the market and make sure that your price is aligned with the market. As you know, every Thursday I do seller updates where I give you your how many realtors have looked at your listings, how many people on the public, mostly realtor.ca, are looking, and we can see your numbers, how many people are looking. Lots of people are looking and nobody's coming, then you've not aligned your price. It's all about aligning your price to the market and listening to the market and taking the market advice when it says that, listen, you're not getting any traction whatsoever. Clearly, your price is not where it should be. I hope you find this helpful. As always, your seller is going to pick their list price, and we just work together and do the best we can because we do want to get the most money that we can for our sellers when we have a listing. I hope you find this helpful. As always, you can reach me at Dorothy Godin at remax.net or 705 561 2360. Have a great week.